Now I know what you may be thinking, and yes, this is a Green Monkeys shirt from Legends of the Hidden Temple. Wanna know why? Because I'm Team Monkey for life. Where are my Team Kong homies at? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to yet another brand new movie review, and as per, I thank you all so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy your stay. But as you may have guessed, this time around, Godzilla vs. Kong. It all comes down to this. One will fall. This one was directed by Adam Wingard, and it stars two big, giant, scary monsters and a bunch of little ants underneath them, otherwise known as human beings. And Kong and his protectors undertake a perilous journey to find his true home. Along for the ride is this little orphaned girl who has a unique and powerful bond with Kong, but they soon find themselves in the path of an enraged Godzilla as he cuts a swath of destruction across the globe. And the initial confrontation between the two titans, instigated by unseen forces, of course, is only the start of the mystery that lies deep within the core of the planet. So before I get deeper into my thoughts for this film, I would love to talk a little bit about this whole monsterverse so far, because it's kind of been hit or miss for me. The first Godzilla movie came out back in 2014. It was directed by Gareth Edwards, who would bring you Rogue One a couple years later, and that's probably the most fleshed out of the three films we had gotten in terms of the human characters. But a common complaint about that first Godzilla film is that we don't see enough of the monster. Basically playing the role of Jaws there. And then Kong Skull Island came around. I don't know about you. I enjoyed that movie a lot more than I'm noticing a lot of other people did. Maybe a little bit of personal bias because I'm a huge fan of King Kong and he was smashing up in that one. I'm not gonna lie, that one was really fun to watch. But then I heard people complaining that the human characters like Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson weren't getting nearly enough development. Or better yet, they show us too much of the monster. In a movie called Kong Skull Island, isn't that the point? And then Godzilla King of the Monsters came around a couple of years ago, and it was fine, nothing new. Godzilla definitely destroyed a lot of things. The humans were once again hollow shells of characters, but my auditorium gave it a standing ovation. That's right, the same auditorium that I saw Avengers Endgame in, and I was the only one giving it a standing O. Godzilla King of the Monsters got a standing ovation. I don't get it. But with Godzilla vs. Kong, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Bless Adam Wingard's heart so much, because in my opinion, he truly gives us the best of both worlds here. And I couldn't help but smile from ear to ear for the entire runtime of Godzilla vs. Kong. Why? Because Wingard gives the casual viewer exactly the right kind of blend of what they could be looking for in fights and characterization. He finds the perfect balance. He did such an awesome job directing this thing. And this film looks absolutely breathtaking. Godzilla vs. Kong is a feast for the eyes. Especially if you watch this in a theater with that ultra surround sound. My goodness, movie going is back. These visuals are truly every monster fan's dream come true. It's colorful, it's brutal, it's chaotic. There's a lot happening on screen. Godzilla's shooting those big laser beams around. Kong is tearing crap up. I loved it. And these action scenes, the clashes these two have, certainly do not disappoint. And I don't think the trailer honestly does this enough justice. These action scenes were so fun to watch. I mean, fighter jets are Kong's projectile playthings? Like, this movie's nuts. But you want to know what I wasn't expecting? This movie's got a lot of emotion, too. There's this connection that Kong shares with this young girl, who, by the way, awesome performance from her. And there were a lot of moments that legitimately had me saying, aww, like several times, audibly, at the screen, in scenes involving King Kong. 2021 is wild, man. But I loved that, not only because it was a sweet little bond, but that was a really smart move on the part of the screenwriters and the director, because this establishes that the monsters like Kong are truly the centerpiece of this film. One common complaint about the previous three MonsterVerse movies is that people feel like the human characters were more the centerpiece. But Wingard completely flips that. This is all about the monsters, as it should be. I mean, their names are in the title, for crying out loud. But even then, the human characters characters aren't god-awful. I've already mentioned that little girl that Kong shares that bond with, super cool. Alexander Skarsgård may be your typical hero like Tom Hiddleston was in Skull Island, but he worked in a role like this. And I thought Millie Bobby Brown was very good once again, reprising her role from King of the Monsters. And Julian Dennison, who I had no idea was in this, I was super happy to see him give a really good performance as well. He has a lot of really fun moments sprinkled in there. Keeping on the topic of fun though, Brian Tyree Henry. That man always knows his assignment, doesn't he? Without giving too much away, his character basically is a conspiracy podcast host whose main topic is, you guessed it, the Titans. Or to be less broad, what are these big scientific businessmen like Demian Bichir planning on doing with them? And once he discovers certain things he was theorizing that turned out to be true, the results are absolutely wonderful. This is a spoiler-free review, of course. I'm not going to give it away what happens, but his reactions are priceless. That man is freaking hilarious. I can't wait to see his other projects coming up soon, including Eternals. Now, does all this mean that Godzilla vs. Kong is gonna be this big Oscar nominee? Or better yet, do I think it's even gonna crack my best of the year countdown come December? Probably not. It's only April though, so time will tell. But my point is this, guys. Godzilla vs. Kong is far from perfect. Is the story 100% coherent? Not exactly. It can definitely feel a little bit jumbled at times. Like there's 3 different big plot points going on that somehow all have to tie together with these big scary monsters squaring off. And they do that, but let's face it, are any of us really going into Godzilla vs. Kong? Are any of us really walking into that IMAX theater expecting to overanalyze the story? I mean, if that's you, that's your loss. I mean, I just wanted to see Godzilla and Kong kick the out of each other for 2 hours, and we get that. Oh boy, do we get that. In case you couldn't tell, I'm extremely satisfied with this film. Now, if I were to nitpick on one little thing, it's kind of getting into mild spoilerish territory, but it's not really giving too much away. But don't worry, I'll try to be as discreet as I can. If you've seen the movie, though, you'll definitely know what I'm referring to. At about the halfway point, Kong goes to this place, and one of the big traits about this place is there's zero gravity or limited gravity. I don't remember exactly what it was. But I think there was a huge missed opportunity for Adam Wingard to put in a truly unique Godzilla and Kong fight sequence in that zero gravity realm. Like, how cool and how unique would that have been for a monster movie? I mean, I'm thinking an action sequence in the style of a Doctor Strange, or heck, if you want to get fancy, The Matrix or Inception. Like, I wanted a fight scene like that somewhere, like Joseph Gordon-Levitt has in Inception. But, alas, we don't get it. Regardless, the action we do get is absolutely spectacular. These 2 titans left it all on the line. The filmmakers went for broke, and I think they succeeded. I cannot wait to rewatch Godzilla vs. Kong over and over again. I'm gonna give it a B+. Now, is it the best multiverse movie? In my opinion, yes. If you want the character, this movie's got it. If you want the emotion, this movie's got it. If you want the monster bloodbaths, this movie absolutely has them. I went into this with the lowest expectations possible. I just wanted to see monsters tear shit up, and Adam Wingard gave me exactly that and then some. I cannot wait to rewatch this one over and over again. I'm hoping we get more MonsterVerse movies. Please go see this in the theater. I mean, I would recommend seeing this on the biggest screen possible in general. This is all just one guy's opinion though. What do you guys think of Godzilla vs. Kong? Do you agree with me? Do you not? Are you Team Godzilla or are you Team Kong? I mean, there's only one correct answer to that question. I mean, come on now. But joking aside, let's discuss all of these thoughts more down in the comments, guys. Because I love what I do here. I love making these videos for you guys and discussing cinema and all things entertainment. So let's continue that discussion further. And if you guys are interested in discussing these topics along with me in future videos, definitely consider hitting that big red subscribe button down below as hard as you possibly can. It is free. It would really help out the channel if you did so. And you guys will also be the first ones to know anytime a new upload hits. And please be sure, just one last reminder, hit that thumbs up button on your way out as well. That would be awesome. And as always, look out for more exciting content hitting this channel very soon. You guys are the best. And with all that being said, back talk, commence!